What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel where we dive into the world of the Masters of the Universe. Today, we're counting down from the top 10 most powerful characters in the franchise. From the heroes, the villains, these characters are the cream of the crop, so let's get started. Alright, coming in at number 10, we have Evil Lynn. Raised alone by her father in the ruins of Zalasia, Evil Lynn left her home in a fit of teenage rebellion, taking the name Evil Lynn. She traveled Eternia learning from many of its great masters, the ways of magic and the dark arts. While searching for new ways to increase her power, she met and fell in love with an ambitious alchemist named Skeletor and agreed to join his cause. After Skeletor transformed into Skeletor, he lost all emotional attachments to Evil Lynn, and she began to scheme against him. In a series of miscalculations, she helped release both King Hiss and Hordak from their interdimensional prisons. Evil Lynn uses her crystal ball to foresee the future. Coming in at number 9, we have the Faceless One. The father of Evil Lynn, interestingly enough, the ruler of Zalasia, was entrusted by King Grayskull to guard the city's great magical objects, the Havoc Staff and the mystical Ram Stone. He was the core member of Grayskull's Council of Elders, great mages from across Eternia who had the wisdom to tap into the planet's hidden magical secrets. But marrying and having a daughter, Evil Lynn, like I just mentioned, he broke the Elders' treaty with King Hiss not to produce any heirs. The Faceless One was stripped of his humanity and condemned to never leave Zalasia and forced to watch his beloved city be destroyed. Coming in at number 8 is Count Marzo, a 5th degree wizard raised by evil mystics from the Dunes of Doom. Marzo spent most of his early life learning of the many advantages of magic over technology. Seeing the suffering of warriors in the Dark Hemisphere, Marzo became convinced that Eternia would be better off with him as its leader. Marzo used his magical amulet to banish Miro, HeMan's grandfather, into another dimension. In their father's absence, Miro's sons, so that would be Randor and his other brothers, heroically joined together to defeat the wizard, trapping him in the form of a powerless old man. Coming in at number 7, we have the Sorceress, the guardian of Castle Grayskull and the Sword of Power. Able to transform into an eagle, she was the one who initially guided Prince Adam to his fate to become HeMan. She is the mother of Teela, although that is kept secret for much of the story and the life of Teela. Debatably, the wife of Man-at-Arms, though that's never been made perfectly clear, defeated Evil Lynn in battle and was defeated by King Hiss in battle. At number 6, we have Granir. Granir is one of the oldest and wisest of the Eternian dragons of Darksmoke, an ancient kingdom in Eternia's Dark Hemisphere. He greatly distrusts most men after the great wars between dragons and humans in the ancient times. As one of the most powerful magical users on Eternia, he possesses such extraordinary might that even Skeletor dares not challenge him. Alright, we're at the top 5, so coming in at number 5 is King Hiss, a servant of the Unnamed One. Hiss was chosen to lead an army of snake men to the planet Eternia to plunder its magical secrets. He ruled Eternia for 3 centuries until a rebellion formed under Divan Grayskull. Soon afterwards, the Horde invaded, and Hiss was drawn into a 3-way war. All sides agreed to a temporary truce in order to construct the 3 towers, but Hiss was betrayed by Hordak and in time was banished to the Void by the Elders and Zodak. For 5,000 years, he and his army waited until Evil Lynn and a snake man named Cobra Khan opened the snake pit to free King Hiss. King Hiss often tricks his foes by appearing heroic and then transforming into a seething mass of serpents, and leads the snake men in battle. Coming in at number 4, we have Skeletor. Initially known as Keldor, mortally wounded in a battle with his half-brother, Randor, Skeletor turned to his dark arts master Hordak to save his life. Merging Skeletor with the extra-dimensional being known as Demo Man from Despondos, Skeletor was forever changed into Skeletor, Overlord of Evil. He gathered together many of Eternia's greatest outcasts and evil warriors in his quest to gain entry into Castle Grayskull and obtain what he believed to be the universe's ultimate power source. Alright, we are down to the top 3, and coming in at number 3 is the man himself, HeMan. Initially, Prince Adam, son of King Randor, was raised in Eternia's royal court. On his 16th birthday, Man-at-Arms took Adam to the Temple of Grayskull, where he discovered the legendary Power Sword. By holding the sword aloft and proclaiming, "By the power of Grayskull," Adam transforms into HeMan, the most powerful man in the universe. With his newfound powers, HeMan battles evil forces including Skeletor and Hordak to protect Eternia and its people. Joined by allies like Man-at-Arms and the Sorceress, he fights for justice and freedom, inspiring generations of Eternians. Coming in at number 2, we have Hordak. And I know what some of you guys are thinking. Didn't HeMan beat Hordak? Didn't Skeletor beat Hordak? Yes, they did. But that was Hordak after being in the dimension of Despondos for who knows how long, after having battled with and been defeated by King Grayskull. So it was a diminished, kind of lesser version of Hordak in my opinion. Prime Hordak is coming in at number 2. He's the second-born heir to the Horde Empire. Arrived on the planet Eternia while battling the cosmic warrior Hero. Taking the name Hordak, he raised an army and challenged the Snake Men for rule over the planet. Although he defeated King Hiss, Grayskull, the leader of the free people of Eternia, succeeded in banishing him to the dimension of Despondos. It was there that centuries later Hordak contacted a young alchemist named Skeletor and began teaching him the ways of the dark arts in exchange for his freedom from the extra-dimensional prison. Coming in at number 1, we have King Grayskull. Growing up under the oppressive rule of the Snake Men, Devon was driven to rebel against injustice when his brother was captured and eaten by the Snake Men. Others flocked to Grayskull's banner, and his legion began to grow. Declared king for his courage and compassion, wisdom and strength, Grayskull became a great leader, ruling among his council of wise elders. A destined guardian of the Sword of He. After narrowly defeating Hordak and banishing him to Despondos, Grayskull magically passed his essence into the blade with his last breath, ensuring that only his heirs would now wield it and tap into the great power it harmonized with. He is the ancestor of HeMan, the namesake of Castle Grayskull, and it is because of his power that Adam can use the Power Sword and transform into HeMan. And there you have it, folks, my top 10 most powerful Masters of the Universe characters. Agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you in the next video.